Uncle Bill, before we get into the album here, the musicians are set up and the charts are out. I'd like to get into your motivation for this Top 40 album. You see, this is very important in Top 40 music, so why don't you explain to us exactly why you're doing the Top 40 album, and the musicians will kind of slide in and back you up and groove with you a little bit, and we'll pick you up when you're into it.
Very good, very good. You ready, boys? So you want to know why I'm doing a Top 40 album, huh? I'll tell you why. I was traveling through Afghanistan one summer, earning my fare riding shotgun on an unscheduled safari composed of the family of a Portuguese anchovy magnate, 6 Eskimo insurance salesmen, a deep rock circuit pastor, and a Freemason from Madagascar. We awoke one morning to fit our wiki-ups, encircled by a band of wild Mongolian pygmies, each brandishing a lethal blowgun. The hungry little dervishes had trailed us all night, attracted no doubt by the downwind waft of fresh fish. Finding nothing in our meager stores except hardtack biscuits and some bamboo gin, the infuriated tribe of sawed-off Tarzans inserted deadly poison darts into their blowguns and raised them to their lips. Reacting by instinct, I raced to the Willys Overland and reached under the dashboard where I kept my Bowie knife. As I bent down, the errant epaulet of my white hunter's jacket caught the switch of the shortwave radio, turning it on. As luck would have it, the circuit pastor, in a fit of homesickness, had the previous evening tuned in a Tijuana gospel station. Being 12 noon now in Mexico, we broke into a broadcast of the government cooking school for suburban peasant women on the Yucatan Peninsula, sponsored by the Latin American Lemon Growers Association. By sheer coincidence, the whole band of Mongolian pygmies had spent the previous winter near a Turkish trading post run by the half-breed descendant of one of the 3 Spanish cabin boys who jumped ship in the Straits of Gibraltar in 1588 before the Armada sailed. This bartering jabberwock successfully traded the pygmies' Spanish lessons for their entire harvest of mongoose hides. At that precise moment, as our intrepid group faced certain annihilation, the disc jockey and ex-Burbank folk singer played the Lemon Tree song. It was written by Peter, Paul, and Mary, I think it was. The song was so well written and presented with such vivid conviction that the pygmies, understanding every word in their adopted tongue, began to pucker up their lips. The intense puckering became so strong, the pygmies to a man sucked the poison darts back down into their throats, and the entire tribe expired in a matter of seconds. Looking over the ghastly scene, I resolved then and there to record a Top 40 album that would be vivid enough to make a point stick in the throats of the consumer. So without further ado, I will now proceed to sock it to you. Oh, let it all hang over. Sounds like the new Christy Minstrels with a throat ailment. Rambling around this dirty old town, singing for nickels and dimes. Time's getting rough. I ain't got enough to buy me a bottle of wine. Yeah. The wine of wine, you're gonna let me get sober. Leave me alone. Let me go home. Let me go home and start over. Actually, I'm a member of the Temperance Society. My slogan is down with wine. I've probably downed more wine than any man in the country. My head, there's bugs in my bed. My pants are so old that they shine. Out on the street, I tell the people I meet, to buy me a bottle of wine. Wine for my horses and nothing for my men. I sure hope they took off their socks before they made this wine. Hey, I wonder how it'd sound if I stick my head in this keg and sang. Bottle of wine, put up the vine. When you gonna let me get sober? Leave me alone, let me go home. Let me go home and start over. Pardon me, sir, you're standing on my cork. Bottle of wine, put up the vine. When you gonna let me go? Leave me alone. Over. Bottle of wine, put up the vine. When you gonna let me get sober? This next song is a memoriam to a couple of misunderstood kids who would probably be alive today if it weren't for a sheriff who couldn't take a joke. Bonnie and Clyde were pretty-looking people, but I can tell you people, they were the devil's children. Bonnie and Clyde began their evil doing one lazy afternoon down Savino way. They robbed a store and hightailed out of that town. Got clean away in a stolen car. I waited till the heat died down. Bonnie and Clyde advanced their reputation and made the graduation into the banking business. Reach for the sky, sweet talk, and Clyde would holler as Bonnie loaded dollars into the Julap bag. Now one brave man tried to take them alone. They left him lying in a pool of blood and laughed about it all the way home. A funny sense of humor. Do it, do it, do it. These young lads are not without a modicum of talent. There's nothing wrong with them, but a semi-monthly trip to the tonsorial parlor wouldn't cure or abaate. Understood this mean. Bonnie and Clyde got to be public enemy number one, running and hiding from every American lawman's gun. They used to laugh about dying, but deep inside them they knew that pretty soon they'd be lying beneath the ground together, chewing up daisies and running to the sun in the morning dew. A little later, acting upon reliable information, the federal deputation laid a deadly ambush when Bonnie and Clyde came walking in the sunshine. A half a dozen carbines opened up on ground. I would have never volunteered my services had I known I was going to be subjected to these barbaric assaults on the sensitive membranes in my shell-pink ears. However, since I have given verbal assent to the use of my vocal talents, etc., and so forth, I shall not demur from my duties, but on the contrary, I shall doggedly forge ahead. In short, proceed, my good man, with the symphony of error. Bonnie and Clyde, they lived a lot together, and finally together they croaked. Gentlemen, please open your psalm books to page 4. A selection entitled The Bears. I once knew a bear who suffered a bilious attack in the upper digestive tract to the left of the solar plexi. Undoubtedly, it must have been someone he ate. While walking all across the lines and the squares, Be careful not to step on the bears. There's bears in the stairs, and sometimes in pairs. Very difficult to get along with.
Everywhere.
Beware!
Look out, look out.
Beware!
Look out, look out. They don't care. Do they scare? You better beware.
Good grief. There's bears in the gutter, so be careful not to utter a sound that might disturb. There's something about yelling makes a bear get compelling to want to take your leg and bite it.
Everywhere.
Beware!
Look out, look out.
Beware!
Look out, look out. They don't care. Do they scare? You better beware.
Get back, or I'll render you null and void. When you're swimming in your pool, try not to lose your cool and get drowned by a water bear.
Everywhere.
Beware!
Look out, look out.
Beware!
Look out, look out. They don't care. Do they scare? You better beware.
What a funny name for a bear. Godfrey Daniels. I wonder. Oh, let's see. What's the next song here?
It's Quinn the Eskimo, Uncle Bill.
Quinn the Eskimo. Sounds Irish to me. That reminds me of the time I found myself speaking to the Sons of the Irish League, better known as the Royal Order of Hibernians. The bill of fare for the evening, I remember, was a 7-course Irish dinner consisting of a potato and a 6-pack. Upon mentioning that we could have dispensed with the potato, they showered me with a fusillade of Irish confetti, or better known as paving bricks. Everybody's building ships and boats. Some are building a monument. Others jotting down notes. Everybody's in despair. Every girl and boy. But when Quinn the Eskimo gets here, everybody's gonna jump for joy. J-O-Y. Hush, you muskies? Or is it mush, you huskies? I never cared much for those large dogs anyway. Except my trusty St. Bernard. Ooh, who put frozen pineapple juice in my pedigree's peg? Keg, that is. Oh, yes, I like to go just like the best. I like my sugars sweet, but jumping kings and making haste ain't my cup of meat. Everyone beneath the tree, feeding pigeons on the limb. But when Quinn the Eskimo gets here, all the pigeons gonna run to him. Speaking of pigeons, reminds you of the time we built a 20-foot statue of pigeon in our hometown square. Must have been very successful because generals would hang around by the thousands. That poor bird. Let me do what I want to do. I can't decide on my own. Just tell me where to put it and I'll tell you who to call. Nobody can get no sleep with everyone close. But when Quinn the Eskimo gets here, everybody's gonna want a dose. That's D-O-S-E, not D-O-Z-E. I wonder. Ah, yes, I remember Quinn the Eskimo well. I first met Quinn while guiding a Rotary Club tour in the Yucatan Peninsula. Old Quinn was 250 pounds of pure blubber. He was so obese they had to strap 3 kayaks together in order to keep him afloat. Oh, what a fat Eskimo he was. So I keep
Okay, Uncle Bill, this next song's called Here Comes the Judge. Now, the idea behind this, we'd like you to imagine that you're standing in front of a judge.
I hope not.
And while you're imagining this, we're going to have the group play some music behind you.
Oh.
Now, when the music stops,
Oh,
I'd like you
great.
to say just the first thing that comes into your head.
My what?
We'd like to get a little bit of your spontaneous humor in the album here. So
yeah,
here comes the music,
hope
and
so.
when it stops, whatever comes into your head.
Oh, very good.
2, 1, 2, 3.
Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Actually, Your Honor, nobody was driving. We were both sitting in the back seat. I have found that if one is serious in their intent to give up smoking, one should carry an abundance of candy, especially chocolate bars. You can always trade them for cigarettes. Did you know that Jackie Gleason is a mere 85 pounds? He's hollow. Tell me something, Judge. If all the world loves a lover, why are there so many policemen in our public parks? Your Honor, I was perusing the Bible the other day, looking for loopholes, when to my utter dismay I found absolutely no reference to the fact that Adam and Eve were married. Do you know what that makes us? I went to Burbank once. It was closed. I have a beef, Your Honor. I went to a coffee house in the Haight-Ashbury district in San Francisco and had a cup of coffee. They charged me 10 cents for the coffee and $5 for the sugar cubes. Why is that? Whilst I was searching tirelessly for a cure for the gout in the Aleutians, I came across a small uncharted island named Mui Pei Pang. The natives spoke a strange tongue, the entire vocabulary of which consisted of one word, Balu Mikey, which means, you said that already. Take it on home. Here comes the judge. Court's adjourned. Oh, yes. It was a cold October day. Back in 1936, when I stepped to the 18th tee for the final hole of the Beaver Falls Open Golf Tournament. Needing a hole-in-one to emerge victorious, I signaled for my niblick as I watched my opponent drive 250 yards down the long fairway. The crowd gaped as I teed up the ball painted with red polka dots. How about that? Stand back while I address the ball, I exclaimed as I took my stance. With perfect form, my lithe body uncoiled, and the smack of the club head drove the ball skyward about 20 yards. The crowd moaned as a pellet plummeted towards the turf. Just then a husky robin plucked the pitted spheroid from the sky. The intrusive bird was preparing to migrate south to Miami Beach for the winter and mistook the gaily painted oval for a beach ball. I guess it'd come in handy for the kids in a hot winter climate. My caddy, a part-time practicing ornithologist, foreseeing such an extraordinary eventuality, had moved the robin's nest from a tree along the fairway into the cup on the 18th green. Our feathered carrier immediately sped toward the clamoring of its offspring and dropped the ball squarely into the cup for my hole-in-one. Like I always say, golf is for the birds, unless you get a little help from my friend. Say, what would you think if I sang a Beatles tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? You wouldn't dare. Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I'll try not to sing out of key. I hope I don't. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Never around when I need them. Some friends. What do I do when my love is away? I wonder. I should say not. Hey, what's all those voices out there?
Now, don't worry about it, Uncle Bill. That's a technical aspect. It just isn't a commercial top 40 without background voices. Go ahead.
Well, I was led to believe this was going to be a solo. Where was I? No. I get by with a little help from my friends. Hope I can find a place. Where was I? Oh, do you need anybody? Oh, yes, I need somebody to love. How unfortunate.
They're trying to help you.
I know you are. No. Hey, just a minute. Slow down. I can't hear what's going on.
Now, don't worry, this is the album version.
Well, you said there wouldn't be any rock and roll around here.
Read the fine print.
Oh, good Lord. The generation gap has opened up another mile. We'll never make it. Oh,
Try a screen.
Oh, my Lord almighty, I can't hear what I'm doing. How long is this going to last? Hey, what are you doing with that jug?
Like I'm going to be playing it on the next tune, man.
Oh, psychedelic. Speaking of jugs, I have an announcement. There'll be a meeting tonight of the Christian Temperance Society at 8 o'clock in the ballroom of the Dixie Hotel. It's a bring-your-own-bottle affair. When I was a boy, I lived in a town. Bass drum Henry would come around, whopping on the drum that he'd tote, playing on his tune that was all one note. With a stick in his hand, his foot tapping along, Henry would love to play his song. Now he's got a job in a symphony, playing on his old bass drum. Sock it to me, Henry. Foxy. That's too much. Upside out of tight. Or is it out of tight upside? I don't know which. Sitting in a tree in a summer afternoon makes me tired just to watch Henry tune. You need a one-man band, Henry will do it. He puts everything he's got into it. Doesn't matter if the tune has a name, because everything Henry plays sounds the same. Now he's got a job in a symphony, playing on his old bass drum. Boogaloo down Broadway. That's too much, baby. Let it all hang over. Kate Smith swings every Saturday night. Amy Vanderbilt eats at Chicken Delight. I used to hear him practicing all night long. Even in bed he was playing his song. With a drum on his chest while his next door neighbor was trying to take his rest. I opened a window and threw a shoe at him. But Henry never paid attention to that. Now he's got a job in a symphony, playing on his old bass drum. Reminds me of the time I was Rocky Mountain goat hunting in the hills of Glendale, overlooking the beautiful city of Burbank, 90039 California. This old goat was running down Olive Avenue. I captured him in a potato patch just the other side of Warner Brothers Studio. They told me that day they were shooting a Rinny Tin Tin movie. Very strange. I wonder if that old goat and Rinny Tin Tin ever got together. Let's see. What's next here? Giant Step. Yeah, Giant Step. That's exactly what I took when I married my first wife, Petunia LaFong. She said if I ever went out with another woman after she passed away, that she'd dig her way out of her grave and haunt me. I fooled her, though. I buried her face down. I remember how it started. On a sunny summer's day, I was looking out my window. All the kids are out to play. Then she said, hey, let's play May I. Out in the street I came. Ever since that Sunday morning, nothing has been quite the same. May I take a
giant step into your heart? May I give you love and sweet affection?
May I take a
giant step into your heart so that you will look in my direction?
May I take a giant step into your heart? When I think I'm getting older, may I steal my favorite game? Girl, I got to have your permission if I need to breathe a sign. Show me if you really want me. Show me if you really care. Really just a little sign, girl. Let me see you want me here. May I take a
giant step into your heart? May I give you love and sweet affection? May I take a giant step into
Last
your
week I
heart
burned my
so
draft
that you
card.
will look in
Nobody
my
cared.
direction?
Oh, may I take a giant step into your heart? Tighten up the organ. Go ahead, tighten it up. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. The Lord is an Indian devil. May I take a giant step into your heart? I give you love and sweet affection. May I take a giant step into your heart so that you will look in my direction? I haven't had so much fun since I bought a bear rug from an inebriated zookeeper in downtown Azusa. Unfortunately, 2 days later, I found out that the creature was still alive. Would have been a great conversation piece, but I couldn't persuade the animal to learn English. How humiliating. Speaking of animals, this next song is about Noah and how he talked to the animals. Poor devil. Thought he was Rex Harrison.
1, 2, 1, 2.
A long time ago, when the earth was green, there was more kinds of animals than you'd ever seen. They'd run around free while earth was being born. But the loveliest of all was a unicorn. There was green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-backed camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, the Georgia boy. The loveliest of them all was a unicorn. God seen some sinning, and it gave him pain. And he says, stand back, I'm going to make it rain. He says, hey, brother Noah, I'll tell you what to do. Build me a floating zoo and take some of those green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-backed camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and elephants and horny toads.
Don't you forget my unicorn.
You and I sealed her in. Old Noah was there to answer the call. He finished up making the ark as the rain started falling. He marched in the animals 2 by 2, and he called out as they went through, hey, Lord, I got your some humpback camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, and such a bird. I just can't say I got a corn. Then Noah looked up to the driving rain. Them unicorns were hiding, playing silly games, kicking and squashing while the rain was pouring. All them silly unicorns. There was Noah. Alligators and long neckies, some hunky-top camels and some chimpanzees. Noah cried out, close the door, because the rain was pouring, and we just can't wait for the old unicorn. The ark started moving, drifting with the tide. Them unicorns looked up from the rocks and they cried, little crybabies. And the waters came down and sort of floated them away. And that's why you've never seen a unicorn to this very day.
Green alligators and long neckies, some humpty-back camels and some chimpanzees,
some cats and rats and elephants and some Rocky Mountain goats. I see some unicorn. The next song is Yummy, 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 I've Got Love. Yummy, 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 I got love in my tummy by, and I feel like I'm loving you. Love you such a sweet thing, good enough to eat thing, and that's just what I'm going to do. Who loves to hold ya? Who loves to kiss ya? Who loves to look ya love's soul? Who loves the sweeter, sweeter than sugar? Oh, love gold. Yummy, 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 I got love in my tummy, and as silly as it may seem, loving like you're giving is what keeps me living, and love is like peaches and cream, kind of like sugar, kind of like spices, kind of like what you do. Kind of sounds funny, but to love, honey, honey, I love you.
Bill, put a little more for that.
Do you know who you're talking to? I fight before the crowned heads of Pittsburgh. Yummy, 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 I got love in my tummy that your loving can't satisfy. Love you such a sweet thing, good enough to a thing, and sweet thing that ain't no wine. I love to hold you. I love to kiss you. Oh. What's fun? What's so funny, my dear boy? Oh, love, that's sweeter than sugar. And oh, love, I won't let you go. Sweet thing, yummy, yummy, yummy. Pardon me, you're standing on my tummy. I love you, such a sweet thing. Oh, get off of my stomach, my dear. I just had corned beef and cabbage. I thought that was what was bothering me. Now I find out that I love you, my dear. My tummy. I love you, my dear. Who loves to hold you? This record could not have been produced without all the little people. So at this time, I'd like to thank Mickey Rooney, Michael Dunn, and